Swayam Prabha. Digital India. Educated India.
The growth of startup culture and the idea of entrepreneurship have gained significant traction in recent years, driven by technological advancements, evolving societal values, and a global emphasis on innovation. On this subject we spoke with Dr. Preeti Bajaj, Director General, KIET, Ghaziabad, who was very upbeat on the growth of the culture of entrepreneurship.
I have seen significant growth. I still remember not very few colleges were autonomous or universities were there, and the growth started with that was a buzzword, how entrepreneurship can be in the campus. So a lot of resistance within teachers, I have seen within students, parents, they were not ready to take up, how come students their wards can take up a career as an entrepreneurship. There were times when the ministry and all during the hackathon competition, they were giving prizes and the support system, and the parents and students were not ready. But then now, and then eventually the growth started taking really in tier 2 and tier 3 cities, wherein a lot of, the placement companies were not going. And that is how, that yes, this can be a space wherein we can really showcase our talent. And slowly through TBI movements, lot of hackathons, competitions, problem solving opportunities, platform. Today is a day that all technical campuses, whether it's a college, autonomous, non-autonomous or universities, everybody is supporting, mentoring with facilities, Fab Lab, Makerspace, and giving the platform to the students wherein they can showcase their talent, they can nurture their ideas, not only through courses, but through their projects, supporting, the campuses like ours and many others. We are supporting students as a talent. He submits his proposal, so we don't mind buying things first for any of the budget. So, during 4 years, students are doing all the experiment. They are coming with the campus companies, they are team building, design thinking, innovation, and finally entrepreneurship. That journey we can see in most of the students. Whether they take up that as a profession or not is a different story. But yes, they do all the experiments, and many good startups, and even there are places wherein I know and I have been that unicorns are coming up. So it's a really good scenario across the country, and that's increasing. That's not stopping anywhere. So everybody is talking about that. If you talk to the student, today's student is not after the degree. He is after, yes, I have to prove, I have this project. I came across many such students who are focused in first year. I have taken admission, I want to work on this idea. And that's, the game changer. It's not about that student is not taking admission for their degree and conventional mindset that, okay, I will earn this salary and this job, and then I'll graduate from a good university and good degree. Now they are thinking of how good they can perform, and they can nurture their idea to come up with a starter, and how they can be a job giver rather than job seeker. That's a and it's not that a metro city guy is talking about. It's about everyone in the country. They have dream, they have the kind of, I really appreciate the efforts of Ministry of Education, the whole team, the technical bodies and the MIC who have given the burst. When they talk about IIC, that was a trigger point. But then they talk beyond that as well, and they dream for the big. If students are dreaming for taking their startups, coming out with their plan to realize, the technical institutions have given them all the facilities which they need. whether it is the campus laboratories, makerspace, or funding to their startups. The campus companies are funded. The seed money is by these institutions. The mentoring is by the institution. So they have given all, whether in terms of all resources, whether it is a mentoring, legal aspect, IPR support, the seed money, share in their campus companies to give a kind of support that we are with you if something goes wrong. That's much more for a beginner. So it's a great support by all technical institutions in the country. It's a risk, but with lot of in that sense a big opportunity for the students. I came across many parents when they started supporting. Fine, we have spent our life in the job and we want our students, our wards to become entrepreneurs. We are ready to take up that risk. If this is the mindset of parents and teachers and the support system, so the confidence itself would reduce that risk percentage to a greater extent. When you know you are in safe hands, you have some backup and you just have to play. So that confidence level I see in today's students, and that opportunity and his confidence would reduce that risk to a greater extent. I believe the Indian youth, every student who is coming out of technical institution, to do all his experiment or her experiment in the campus, to be a serial entrepreneur, all experiments what he is going to face when he is going to launch in his company in the market. So before that he should be experienced enough to do all experiments within the 4 years. 4 years is a pretty good, he is getting that landscape. He can do all trial error and he can generate his own fund. The confidence, the skills he will be acquiring will take his startup much beyond what he is today. And I see a beautiful future, and especially that future which is nurtured by not only technocrats, but today in the campuses, like every alternate day we have our alumni entrepreneur visiting them, mentoring them. So I look at it's very beautiful, beyond imagination, which would be probably it's very near 4 or 5 years down the lane. This spirit would be across all campuses, wherein students will be they will be talking about. Right now when I travel to a particular state or one or two, every student talk about, when they are in the canteen, when they are sitting together, they are talking about their startup. I am sure that system would be there, which would be in every campus, and I dream for that day.
The startup culture in India is poised for a robust future, driven by innovation, government support, and the pivotal role of technical education institutions. However, continued focus on infrastructure, education, and policy reforms will be key to unlocking the full potential of India's entrepreneurial spirit.